Well, here we are at the exit strategy, and this is something that a lot of people really don't put in place until it's too late and they have to disengage from their business partner. So again, what I've done for you is I've developed this tool where we can look at our exit strategy with reference to particular categories that we might be interested in. So it could be, what are the triggers? So it may be market demands, it could be a merger and acquisition, there could be changes of policy, there could be organizational change, there could be rationalization, there could be new technology. I mean, you can decide what you think are the most important categories, exit trigger categories for your partnership. And on the left hand side here, very simple exit triggers. Everything's okay, something's happened, we need to review, and something has happened, reviewed, and we've decided to exit on our part or all of the partnership. So what I've just done here is arbitrarily put some information into, and if I just switch off some of these categories a moment, and you just do that by clicking down here on the bottom, and we can see some of the information much more easily. So I'll just switch this one off here, and I'll switch off technology as well while it's doing that. So what we can see now is something I just want you to note. As I've said here, in the trigger status is automatically captured and updated in the item title. If you notice, when we move on to some of these other views down here, we won't have this this axis here telling us what the status. So what I can do here is I can automatically have the status in the title of the item that you've identified that you want to monitor. So for example, if I moved UK trigger from review up into exit, like so, then you can see here that the status has automatically updated. Okay, and if I move it back down again into the review, you can see that it's automatically updated there. So when things move around, when you don't have this axis, you can always able to tell what exit trigger status it's currently at. Okay, so if I switch on now some of the other categories, in fact I don't need to do that, I can just go on to the next views. So what I've done here now is, again, using with the exit strategy, we can look at the contract boundaries. Again, very simple key, but you can make it as more informative. I've just put the contract as simple, it's a standard, or it's complex. So we can now start to understand with our various items that we've decided that we need to monitor and watch what the contract terms and conditions are. If you move on, we could then look at our customers and do it from a perspective of they're difficult to transactional, growing, strategic, or a must keep. And we can look at the contract terms that we have with them. Now in this case, we've got customers, markets, and also other secondary divisions that support the overall customers. So again, they're very important to understand the knock-on effect, and you can see here that one of the things that we have is a must keep, and we've got a very complex, but it's okay, that's fine. And we might have something in here where we need to exit, so we're saying we need to exit from the Middle East, maybe because of troubles, or we just don't think the market is growing as well as it needs to. It has a standard contract, so exiting from there should be relatively easy to go and do. Okay, if we then move on to the next view I've created, contracts and liabilities. So to understand the contract from its complexity, but also what degree of liabilities, none to low, medium to high. And again, you could categorize these into different types of liabilities if you wanted to. Again, that's something very simple that I can do for you. If we then move on, we can now just look at status, the exit strategy from financial boundaries, and we've just said these are the areas of finance of the facilities, operations, and corporate. This is regarding taxation, and this is regarding the operation costs and facility costs for these particular facilities. So again, we've used the filter to only show items that are relevant to what we consider to be the financial aspects. So then moving on again, On this one I've got the knowledge handover. So again, one of the key things about an exit strategy is, if you remember back, we were in stage 2, sorry, where we did the knowledge mapping and we identified what was easily shareable, what was something that had to be reviewed or what was highly confidential. You can use that information to map out and show which categories this all sits into. So here we're just showing you the type of knowledge, which is customer knowledge, IT systems, people, and what you need to do with it. You can either just leave it there, you need to destroy it, you need to terminate the data feed, you might have some automated systems that are feeding in, and there may be content that you want to be returned to you. Carrying on the handover and timing, so here again we've looked at the handover, the types of things that you would hand over, and the timing. So something that's immediate is less than 24 hours, something that goes all the way out to be determined, less than 6 months, 1 to 3 months. So again, the items that we're monitoring and looking at and considered, we've fitted them into the different types of what we'll be handing over, and then we can see how quickly we need to do that, and that will help you to prioritize your workload and create an exit strategy plan based on these timings along at the bottom here. And finally, if we go on to the next view, so you just click that one. On this one, all I've shown here is customer and liabilities. So we're seeing the ones that we want to keep, or the ones that are difficult and you may want to get rid of them. So this might be an opportunity to get rid of customers that you really don't want to be spending time and money with because they're just so difficult for various reasons. So again, here we can see there's no liabilities within the Middle East. We said put an exit, and they're a difficult company market to be working with. So let's just move on. That could be anything. I'm not just picking on that particular area, but that hopefully illustrates to you how you can develop a very visual and collaborative exit strategy, so that you can always update it and maintain it and understand its status at any given point in time. So if you like to use this and implement it within your business partnerships, again, it can be configured to suit whatever your needs are. Then please just click on the link below, and I'll be happy to help and share what I can with you, and to help you develop your exit strategy plan as quickly as possible. Okay, I look forward to working with you and hopefully talking with you soon. Thanks very much.